Hello, everybody. I am Eve, the empath. I'm going to give you all these messages today. As you already know, your girl got banned. So I am working on those earth and fire signs next. So I broke this up into two videos. One for my earth and water. One for my earth and fire and earth. And then also for the water and air. Earth, wind, and fire got me thinking about it. So as I said on the last video, it's important to build your own, to grow your own, to feel empowered in order to be sustainable for yourself. So it feels a little different not being in front of you guys. I promise you it does. I truly do miss you. If you're earth and you're fire sign, check out the water and air, because I put a lot of information in it that I'm not gonna repeat it, just so I don't be redundant with saying things. But what Spirit wanted me to bring to you for this message is always follow your first mind. So yesterday, Wednesday, my daughter said, "Mom, you want pizza?" And I was like, "Sure." Well, Spirit has really been working with me on my diet. Like, I really need to clean out my diet. I know that. And as much as I talk to you guys about solar plexus is also a sore spot for me too. So I'm cultivating a relationship with that energy inside of my solar. And I realize that I don't always yield the willpower that I'm supposed to. I'm not always committed to the things that I say I'm going to commit to for me personally. Now, ironically, when it comes to you guys, I will get up every day to be on time, well, close to on time, to the live, because I really enjoy, I love it. I enjoy it. So what is it about, eating healthy and exercising that I don't love when I love myself? I do. It took me a long time to get to that place, but why won't I commit? Why won't I commit to me on that level the way I want a person to commit to me on that level? And it got me to thinking, if I had followed my first mind, which was to take wine and tarot off last night because I wasn't feeling myself, then I wouldn't have gotten banned, and we would be having this live together in this moment. But it's a learning lesson. And so I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. My daughter ordered pizza, and I thought she was ordering me this beef pizza with that this white sauce cheese, and it's so good. It's so good. And I'm not supposed to eat cheese, y'all. I'm allergic to it. But sometimes I do it anyway. What are y'all allergic to that you do anyway? What do you keep doing that goes against the innermost part of you, and your mind and your body keep telling you don't do it, and you do it anyway? Well, that's what happened. And when I got my pizza, I had just cashed out her for the money, and I was like, well, I spent my money, I'm gonna eat it. Well, the pizza was pepperoni, and I don't eat pork, but I was so hungry and I wanted the pizza that I ate it anyway. And y'all, I got my butt kicked. When I tell you I got the uppercut in the gut punch, I did. It made me so sick. It made me so sick that I was nauseous, and I threw up, and my body rejected it. How many times do you stay in relationships where your body is rejecting it? How many times have you got infections from people being your body rejecting? I'm not talking about like an STD. I mean like physical sickness from being with certain people and around certain people. Not listening to your first mind. That's what happens. And how can you expect to build a trust with your intuition if you can't even listen to it when it's talking to you so subtly? So when it was like, hey, don't eat that, I should have listened. And last night when my body was saying rest, I should have listened. I should have laid, because that's what ended up happening anyway. I was half-assing it. I wasn't as committed. I wasn't as engaged. I was having fun, but what slipped out of my mouth was not something that I would have normally said on live. But I was impromptu. I wasn't feeling my best, and I was trying to force the energy to come. And that's what happens when you don't follow your first mind. You find yourself in a sea of water that you don't know how to swim in, because maybe you get afraid or it's too deep. And before you know it, somebody reported it, and boom, I'm off. I can't say that I'm mad. I will say that next time I hope that whoever was on my live that felt discomfort with my content would go elsewhere, because I have a message. People have to get okay with their sexuality. People have to be okay with letting people be who they are. It's a lesson that I had to learn. My relationships taught me that people choose what they want. Who am I to tell them that they wrong for it? My ex loves women. One of them. I mean, all of them love women. But he had the hardest time staying committed to one woman. And his inability to take accountability for that left him with lots of women behind him hurting because he wasn't true to himself. He was swimming in a pond that he didn't belong in. How many of y'all are doing that? How many of you guys are swimming in a sea that's not meant for you? Maybe you're fresh water and you in the ocean, drying out your sails. Don't do it. Take the time to cultivate the peace, the commitment, the love inside of you so that you can show up as you whenever you want to, without fear, without discontentment. So let's get to these earth signs. We're going to do fire last today. Earth sign energy. Let's get it. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me messages for our Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. What's coming out first is the Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse coming out for you guys today. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Also, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Stop getting distracted. You're walking away from distractions. I like it. Also, the King of Swords. That's a very strong energy. Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. I get a little nervous about the reversals because I don't ever want to tell you wrong. I know what I see. I know what I see. But like I said, I don't want to tell you incorrectly. So I'm going to get this book out and tell you. It says, like the lessons of all the pages, you may consider this one does not apply to you. Consider yourself already well-groomed in making decisions and don't understand why you have to go back to the basics and retrain your mind. The truth is, you're not as good as you think you are. And that's not a slug. This is from the book. It says, as you think you are at deciding which thoughts are helpful. Let me clarify. It says, you're not as good as you think you are when it comes to your thoughts and deciding what is helpful. It says, let me start again. The truth is, you are not as good as you think at deciding which thoughts are helpful and which habits are supportive. That's better. And which flashes of inspiration to follow. You have made many mistakes and have not seen any substantial results. So the page in reverse has woman to your life to offer assistance. Take a step back and see where you could be more active and less impulsive in your decision making just for a moment. It surely can't hurt. That's funny because it really does align with what I just said, the story that I just told about not being authentic, making decisions, right? Not always making the best decisions. Living on impulse. It was an impulsive decision for me to say what I said last night. If you weren't there, you missed it, and that's it, that's all. But I'm also seeing that you're starting to walk away from some of these distractions. You're focusing on one thing, and I'm hoping that one thing is you. As you're spending time earth signs, learning more about you and cultivating that relationship with you, it should be easier for you to make decisions that are going to yield you the results that you desire. Sometimes it's easy to want to do inner work, to want to grow yourself spiritually, emotionally, financially. But sometimes we really don't know how to do it all, right? I don't know how to do it all. I don't know the answers to each one of these cards, but I know what's in my intuition. I know what I see. I know what I feel. And that's how I move through life. And It doesn't mean that that's the only way, but there's more to it, right? There's more to than just feeling through life. There's also comprehension. There's also my heart. There's also wisdom that comes. There's also connection. So it's utilizing all of those things so that we can set our energy on the one thing that will yield us the results that we need. King of Swords in reverse. Sorry, King of Swords upright. This is a position of mastery. It says he has earned his title through hard work and discipline. He bears the full brunt of the responsibility of the land on his shoulders. That's a very strong king. But it's also somebody who has learned through these trials how to be a better person, how to be a better image, how to connect stronger, and how to rule appropriately. Let me say that again. How to rule appropriately. Rules are a set of directions that we learn in order to govern our lives, right? Rules. How are you ruling your life? How are you governing your life? It also says, he alone must do what is required in the time it will take. The king teaches us that what it means to be committed to our ideas and beliefs. He shows us how to master our minds and fully fulfill our tasks through action. Never underestimate the power of your role. What a beautiful message, Earth signs. You're making some changes, but reevaluate. Go back to the basics. Connect back to yourself. Learn to ground again. Learn to connect again. Open your heart. Good job at letting go of all the distractions. Finding one thing to focus on. And rule your world. Baby, rule your world. It is your world. Govern it with pride, with tenacity, with vision, with purpose. That's what you were made for. It's really beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Give me 1 second, guys. Very beautiful energy. Last but not least, let's catch these fire signs. Fire sign energy. Fire sign energy. Leo, Sag, Aries. Leo, Sag, Aries. Leo, Sag, Aries. Leo, Sag, Aries. Thank you for giving me clear messages for our Leos, for our Sag, for our Aries. Such beautiful fire people. I say fire people because, you know, y'all be rough sometimes. Me included. But I'm grateful for the power of the fire. The fire is such a cleansing element. It is a renewing element. Thank you. Wow. I think this card done popped up a couple times this week for us, y'all. It done popped up. Awaiting results. I know y'all tired of waiting. But the reason that there's weight is because it's the vibration that we hold, right? We haven't learned how to live in flow. This wants to come out, so we're gonna wow. Aww, it's a beautiful energy. Y'all know I be getting excited. I get excited. So awaiting results. As you can see that you're doing some work, grounding, getting connected, establishing strong roots, establishing strong routine, building your empire. And the work that you're doing isn't going unnoticed, but you feel a little impatient. So there's an energy of waiting results. But there's fruit here. As you can see, there's trees all around, but this one stands very tall. And while you may not see the bushes, you may not see the greenery that is in here, the roots are so strong. And the grounding and the time that it takes. Because see, the way our trees bloom, it takes time to build a strong connection system. They connect. Roots and trees connect through their roots. That's how they communicate to each other. So these trees here, they already have a connection with this one, because look at how strong this one is. Look at how strong these roots go into the ground. You're rooted. You have what it takes. So be patient. I know fire people don't like patience. Fire people, you should have been born an earth sign. You'll have all the patience in the world. But if you give yourself time, the fruit of your heart does grow. The fruit in your heart does grow. You got 7s here. The 7s are about soul connection. Are you connecting to your soul? It's about the inner being and your inner awareness. Are you spending the time cultivating, learning how to be strong and in that peaceful energy? It's up to you. Learn how to nourish yourself. You've been dealing with that heartbreak for a long time. It's time to flow through the rest of your life with ease. It's time for you to give that energy back to where it came from. Return to sender. Start anew. A new direction is here for you. It's time for you to change course. Go with the flow. I had a friend who told me that you need to learn how to be more like water, ebb and flow. And I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean? So I'm going to bring up, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow means it's a recurrent or rhythmatic pattern of coming and going, or decline and regrowth. It says what they're saying it's an idiom, and it's used to describe that something that changes in a regular and repeated way. Be okay with change. Be in the flow. Allow life's ups and downs to be in balance in your life. Don't be so stuck and so rigid, especially you fixed fire signs. That's me. It's me. Don't be so rigid. Allow your heart to still. Allow your mind to still. Allow yourself to bask in your passions in that sacral region. See, that's what I was trying to do with wine and tarot. Because to me, that's me living in passion. That's me connecting back to that sexual energy, to the connectivity of the sacral. It rules our sex organs, but we restrict it. Yeah, you got to live in flow. It don't mean you got to be out there passing it around. You don't have to be a pass around panda. I don't want to say a real name because I don't want anyone to get offended. But, allowing yourself to be passionate about life again. You don't have, there is life after heartbreak, guys. You're waiting on someone to come through. You're waiting on this love to come through. But you still nursing this heart. Live and flow. Because your dreams is coming true. Woo! I'm excited. The world is in your hands, baby. Embrace it. I love how you literally connected with the source within into the ethers to bring energy in the palm of your hands to manifest into this 3D reality that we're in. That's what these dreams coming true card represents. That you did the work. That you are aligning. That you are welcoming. My hands are open. My heart is open. My thoughts are clear. And my dreams are manifesting. That's love, baby. That's love. It's the ending of what was into something new. Let me read it for you. Maybe you don't realize. Maybe you don't realize. Came right to it. Contentment. Receive. Gratitude. Indulgement. This is a card of contentment in which is being fulfilled. It suggests that you are now entering into a time of peace, joy, and satisfaction. Be clear on what you want in your relationships. What do you want them to look like? Because your wishes are being granted soon. Remember to be on the receiving, be open to receiving all that the universe is sending your way, and express gratitude when your dreams come true. And then sit back and enjoy. When I tell you guys how grateful I am to be here, I always imagine myself, I ain't gonna say always, but I would say within the last 3 to 4 years, I had started to imagine myself on the stage teaching, because it's what I love. Tarot is just a part of it, but it goes beyond the cards. It goes beyond the connection. The channeling messages that we get, it goes beyond that. It's the expression of source through me that allows me to share infinite knowledge that is dropped down into my spirit, that resonates in your spirit. And the reason it resonates is because it's already inside of you. And it's like the flame in the candle. You needed me to bring that fire and light your wick. And I need your oxygen to keep the flame going. That's the connection, the duality, the balance. I hope you're following me with this. Everything in me is in you. But it's allowing yourself to connect, right? It's allowing yourself to be open to receive. So when I saw myself teaching on this scale, every time I would have community conversations with my children, with my mom, with the people, and we're discussing like universal principles, laws, the world, I could feel that I was meant to share on a grand scale. And I'll be honest, I was scared. The first time I ever went live, I had about 55 people in the room. I was excited. Some days we have 300, some days we have 200, some days we have 80, 60. But the passion that I had desired, and the love that I have for you guys is always there. So it's just reminding me, because you know I'm a fire sign, that your dreams are coming true. And if I can see it in me, and I can see it in you, then you can see it in you and have what you desire too. That's how it works. So be patient with yourself, guys. Be patient. They're here. Y'all are so loved. They are here. They want y'all to know that y'all are so loved. They are here. They are here, guys. I'm hearing your heart is mending, baby. Let it. You know who you are. Your heart is mending. If you caught this message today, baby, it was for you. You came to the right place at the right time. And if you've never watched my channel before, then you came at the right time, because what's for you will never be lost if you're ready for it. So welcome in those new beginnings. Welcome in this abundance. Remember, who are your friends? My friends are abundance, harmony, and peace. We hang out every day. They like to bring me money. And I willfully take it. Last but not least, I'm going to make another video for you guys about the 12 days of Christmas. I know winter solstice is what we celebrate, but I thought it would be nice and fun to give back. So we're going to do 12 days of Christmas starting Monday. We have a plethora of gifts that we're going to be giving away to you guys. The ways to enter will be coming up on the video. So please watch the video and comment. When you comment on the video, I'm going to automatically throw your name in the drawing. Every day you have to comment in order to get your name back in the drawing, because every day is a different day. But we are going to bless you guys with something. One person will win every day. Maybe 2 people. We'll see how Spirit spends that money. I don't know what it is, but we're going to see. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. It is Freedom Fridays. So free yourself from that stinking thinking. All right? Free yourself. You got it. Love you guys. Bye.